Well, you are listening to CKUA. The program is Alberta Morning, and my name is Grant Stovall. Very excited for our next conversation about an artist unlike any other, both as a figure skater and as a visual artist. In addition to being an innovative and passionate creator on the ice, the legendary figure skater Toller Cranston was also a renowned and astonishingly prolific painter and visual artist. A new exhibition is currently on at Cochrane's Art Evolution Gallery entitled Toller Cranston, The Legacy Paintings. It's the largest exhibition of Toller Cranston's work ever mounted, and here to tell us all about it is the author of a book coming out next month entitled Toller Cranston Ice, Paint, Passion. Also, the author happens to be the sister of the artist himself. Phillippa Cranston Baran joins us right now, I'm thrilled to say. Phillippa, thank you so much for being here with us on CKUA, and welcome.
Hi, Grant. Hi, everybody out there. It's really a pleasure to be here.
So, obviously, the world came to know Toller Cranston first as this incredible, innovative force in the figure skating world. He was also a visual artist all throughout his creative and life journey, too. I'm curious to know, which came first in this journey? Was it the skating or was it the painting?
Well, that's a really good question, and I think Toller would be extremely pleased that you asked it. I'll start by just saying, as I'm sure your listeners know, Toller died of a massive heart attack in 2015, January 2015, and his tombstone in Mexico just says Toller, artist, 1949 to 2015. I think he, from the time he was very little, felt and knew in his bones, in his soul, in his heart that he was an artist first and foremost. So he, as he grew older, described himself as an artist who skated, not a skater who painted. So I think the art is there in every fiber of his being, but I wouldn't say that one wasn't more important than the other. The process of creating physically with his body and with his painting is a little bit different. Both were very similar to him and equally important.
And his dedication was legendary. I mean, we're talking about two disciplines that each require an astonishing amount of time and expression and discipline. How did he manage to make those two demanding art forms coexist all through his life like that?
That's a good question, too. He worked like a demon, for one thing. He just had an extraordinary work ethic, and I don't believe he took a day off, often days and days without even a couple of hours off. He just had a massive work ethic, and he loved what he was doing, and he was driven to do it. He would say that his Olympic skating training gave him the discipline to work 6-7 days a week as an artist, but he managed to make it work. And in addition to the painting, he also designed carpets, he had upholstery made, he had furniture that was painted, he designed extraordinary chandeliers out of metal and had them made by the artisans in Mexico. He painted leather jackets, hundreds and hundreds of them. He did a lot of things, but it was all driven by a creative soul, by his own creative soul. Creativity was everything to him.
Well, it's really an amazing moment right now. I mean, this exhibition is on at Cochrane's Art Evolution Gallery, the largest of his works ever mounted, and it runs through the end of February. Next month, you'll also, Phillippa, be publishing your much-anticipated book, Toller Cranston, Ice, Paint, Passion. What are you hoping that all of this put together kind of injects into the world's perception of your brother's life's work and of his legacy?
Well, when Toller died, which was very sudden, he was only 65, I knew, and I'm a writer by trade, a video producer and so on, I knew that I wanted to do something. I wanted to make absolutely sure that Canada knows this iconic personality, sports figure artist. But, to try to write a book about Toller Cranston, it couldn't possibly be linear. There was not a single thing that was linear in his entire life. And also, I didn't have the knowledge or the confidence or the experience to write about, for example, bias in judging of figure skating, which everybody knows was a big deal for Toller. And I certainly wouldn't presume to write about contemporary art or his position in art. So what I did was reach out to other Canadians who do have the expertise to comment on those things. And along the way, the book evolved into not just a biography of Toller, but really a tribute and a celebration of Canada. So there are great Canadians in art, sport, theater, poetry, music, right across the country, Leonard Cohen, Joni Mitchell, Alex Trebek, Veronica Tennant, Jeannie Becker. There's a whole bunch of Canadians that talk in the book about the impact Toller had on them. And I think the book will give people an insight into Toller, obviously, but also inspiration to just work harder, dream big, and get her done.
Certainly an artist who was driven to create. The largest ever exhibition of Toller Cranston's work is on now, right through February 28th at Cochrane's Art Evolution Gallery. You can check out artevolution.com for the details. And we heard from Phillippa Cranston Baran, our guest this morning. Look for her new book, officially out February 20th via Sutherland House Books, entitled Toller Cranston, Ice, Paint, Passion. Phillippa, thank you so much for being here with us. What a joy this has been.
Thank you, Grant. It's been a pleasure.